Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Murmuhu. Sri Ramakrishna was differentiating between Jnani and Vijnani. The man who knows that God exists is called Jnani, but who actually experiences the God is called Vijnani. Pundit. The knots of his heart are cut asunder. All his doubts are destroyed. This is the scriptural injunction. Vidyate hridaya grantischa chidyante sarva samshayaha kshiyante yasya karmani tasmin drishte paravare. When God is realized as the transcendental and immanent aspect of God, oh, the beyond is the absolute existence in which countless universes are appearing and disappearing cyclically, time and again. That Brahman in which the universes appear, that's also real. Knowing that, and its manifest, the universe as its manifestation, which is also real. This world is real as manifestation of God. So immanent and tasmin drishte para avare. Avara and para. This which is lower and that which is higher, both are realized. Both they see the same divinity. One is expressing through time and space limitation. One is independent of time and space, beyond the time. It is like I am seeing the space sitting in my room outside. Through so many windows, large windows we have this, where I am sitting now. I can see here and there space. Through a limited window, I am seeing as much large space as possible. This is avara. I know this. The space I know. I know the beyond the space also. This space, this whole space is universe. Beyond is this whole space belongs to the infinite space outside. When I see through the window, a particular part of the infinite is seen, but I understand it is infinite. This is our realization. Now I go out and see unlimited, unbound vastness of space, of which the universe is a part of it. Tasmin drishte para, the beyond and avara. That as Chaitanya, this as Chaitanya. Purna madaha, purna mitam. That is Purna, this is also Purna. That realization. Tasmin drishte paravari. When you know that and this as divine. Tasmin drishte paravari. What happens? Vidyate hridaya grantischa. The knots of the heart are cut asunder. What are these knots of the heart? 3 granthis. One is my physical bodily existence which pertains to this universe. I am bound to my Chaitanic existence, which brings me back to waking state. This bodily existence and the Chaitanya that I am spirit, that I am spirit, my existence as spirit and my existence as physical body are bound by a granthi, knot. Because of the karmas, karmic pending is there. I have to work out the tendencies I have gained and I have to work out the karmic fruit that I have to experience, sukha dukha, joys and sorrows of life. Now, this granthi is called Brahma Granthi, between the physical body and my spiritual existence. Brahma Granthi. This is physical level. Then my mental level, mind and senses together. This is Stula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira. Gross body, subtle body. Subtle body and my mind and senses. When I sleep, this physical body is so I am separated from physical body. I'm not aware of physical body, but I am aware of identified with the subtle body. So dream continues. Mind is there, senses are there, dream is continuing. But waking state is gone, dreaming state has come because I am still identifying the two more bodies, the subtle and causal. Gross body I have left and come in sleep. Now, this subtle body and my Chaitanya, waking state, dreaming state, identity, that is called Vishnu Granthi, the knot between my subtle body and my spiritual existence. Beyond is the causal body, equal to my deep sleep. In deep sleep I exist, and there is causal body with which I identify. Gross body, subtle body, causal body. In causal body, when I sleep, my memory, my knowledge, my identity, all remain there in the seed form. This is causal body. So identification, bondage between my spiritual existence and this causal body is called Rudra Granthi. Brahma Granthi, Brahma knot, Vishnu knot, and Rudra knot. These three knots together is called Chit Jada Granthi. Chaitanya and Jada, the whole Prakriti, nature. All these external three bodies belong to nature, Prakriti. It's a part of the Prakriti. After the enlightenment, we get dissociated from all the three bodies. Total freedom of the soul. It's called liberation. Liberation from the nature's prison house. We enter into a realm transcendental of everlasting peace, bliss and love. So this region, Stula, this is called Chit Jada Granthi. Now, this is the knot of the heart. This knot of the heart gets broken. He's Pundit, so he's telling that verse from Upanishads. The knot of the heart cut asunder, and his doubts are destroyed. Chidyante sarva samshayaha. All doubts get scattered off. No more doubts for him. Master, yes, one ship sailed into ocean. Suddenly, iron joints, nails, and screws fell out. The ship was passing a magnetic hill, and so all the iron was loosened. What all the things, powerful, a hill of magnet. Boat is made up of wood, and they are nailed, bolted. When such a powerful magnet pulls it, all nails get separated from where it is nailed. Bolts cut asunder the wood and come away. I used to go to Krishna Kishore's house. Once when I was there, he said to me, "Why do you chew betel leaf?" I said, "It's my sweet pleasure. I shall chew betel leaf Look at my face in the mirror and dance naked among 1,000 girls. Footnote is there because the master was a Vijnani. Everything is Brahman and soul is free from lust, greed, and all this. Like a newborn child or a 1-year-old child. He runs about naked, woman, man, old man, everything is same for him, no differences. So he will be, if you give a betel leaf to child and tell him your mouth becomes red, how he chews it and goes and sees in the mirror whether it has really become red or not. And is running about naked because he has not labeled anything as this is man, this is woman, this is right, this is wrong. No labeling and no meaning to whatever is happening. A boy is going running, he sees running. He doesn't have any meaning to it. One small 6 months baby is sleeping, sitting and seeing. 2 are fighting, 2 are loving. Same to it. It sees some objective thing going on. There is no grief or pleasure or anything. It's just a sight. Everything is a sight. Everything is new. The Jnani state is all these old memories and this and that have washed off, seeing divine everywhere. So, the question of morality or injunctions of the scripture doesn't apply when a person sees one everywhere, God alone, and his feet will never fall into. He can never more see a woman as woman or man as man. When he sees man, woman, everything is divine. If you see various golden ornaments, of a gold a man is made and kept, a woman is made and kept. A goldsmith comes and sees, he never sees a man or a woman. He sees how much it might have costed, how much he is ready to take, how much I can sell it. He sees only value. A potter who makes the doll of a man and a woman, he knows it is neither a man nor a woman. It is made up, it's clay. I can make it and give many more. You see clay. Like that, Sri Ramakrishna is seeing divine. Oh, all these are made up of divine varieties. Ignorant is calling this and that. Children are calling this is this, that is that. But all are sweets. Krishna Kishore's wife scolded him and said, "What have you said to Sri Ramakrishna? You don't know how to talk to people. In this state, passions like lust, anger are burnt up through, though nothing happens to the physical body. Lust, greed, everything is destroyed. All 6 inner enemies, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all get dissolved back into the nature. It looks just like any other body, but inside it is hollow and pure. In others' mind, body, senses, everything is colored and seeking constantly enjoyments from this world. The enlightened soul doesn't seek anything from this world. He wants to give, he wants to sacrifice, he wants to offer. He doesn't seek anything because inside he is Purna. There is no dearth. The master, the devotee, does the body remain even after realization of God? Master, the body survives with some so that they may work out their prarabdha karma or work for the welfare of others. By bathing in Ganges, a man gets rid of his sin and attains liberation. But if he happens to be blind, he does not get rid of blindness. Of course, he escapes the future births, which would otherwise be necessary for reaping the results of the past sinful karma. When a person gets enlightenment, all these die away. He is giving an example. By bathing in God, the previous line is, the body survives with some so that they may work out their prarabdha karma. Of realization, actually prarabdha karma doesn't exist to the enlightened soul, but he is possessing a body which is, he is made it a center for activities, for existing. Now, that how body also doesn't belong to him. It belongs to nature. A normal man in the world, he identifies, he says, I am this body. In a enlightened soul, I am this body has gone. I am all-pervading spirit has come into picture. But this body has made a kendra, a center for where people can find him and he can attend to people. He has identified with the body just for dwelling purposes to act. Now, this identity with the body, not as myself, as his instrument, to dwell as a house to dwell. Now, body undergoes all the transformation it has to go through because of the remaining karmic load. The karmic load, he has got enlightened, the karma works. If this body is continuing, the body was got for the working out of the karmas. He has got enlightened and escaped, but the body continues to live with the pending karma. So that body belongs and controlled and done everything by the nature, but he is using it as a center. He has enlightened and gone, but body is experiencing sukha dukkha, independent of him. He is in great bliss, dwelling in it. By bathing in Ganges, man gets rid of sin and attains liberation. But if the person, if he happens to be blind, he does not get rid of blindness. Blindness will continue, the soul will enjoy. Of course, he escapes future births, which would otherwise be necessary for reaping the results of the past sinful karma. His present body remains alive as long as its momentum is not exhausted. A vehicle is running and the driver jumps off. The vehicle will continue to run because of the momentum it has gained. Nobody is driving, nobody is getting the accelerator, pressing the accelerator, it is running because it has acquired the momentum. The driver has jumped out and its vehicle is running. the wheel moves as long as the impulse that has set it in motion lasts. Then it comes to a stop. In the case of such a person, passions like lust, greed, anger are burnt up. Only the body remains alive to perform few actions. Pundit, that is called samskara. Master, the Vijnani is always sees God. Pandit is telling that is called samskara, samskarana. Now, anything repeatedly done or deeply involved becomes a samskara. A deep fear, entering into a soul remains there for long time. Similarly, deep enjoyments last for long time within. So, these are called samskaras that have entered. Repeated action also makes a samskara. Daily doing the same thing again and again, so music practice, it becomes a samskara. I'm giving samskara. So, this samskara is a thing which enters inside, remains as vasana. Samskara is what is entering into a person. Vasana is what is stored in that style and is projecting out again and again the tendencies. We call in English as tendencies. It is tendencies. Now, I practice music. Repeat. I enjoy it. I present it to others to make them joyful. Now, it becomes a samskara in me. I die with all this. Next part, I have great fascination for music. I don't know, all my memory is lost, my teaching, everything has gone, but I have enough affection for that. The music means some kind of draw. And in no time I learn and I start presenting it because of this is called past vasanas coming out and making it. Another is karma phala. For every action, there are two reactions. One is it gains momentum, another is gives sukha or dukkha. Sukha dukkha giving is karma, karmic load, giving fruit of its karma. Good for good, bad for bad. This is karmic load working out as sukha dukkha. Another is tendencies created during it. Each action creates two results. One is the karmic, which you have to get sukha dukkha. This is another is a tendency to do it again. This is called vasana or samskara. Vasana. I eat sweet meats for few times. I start liking sweet. The moment I see sweet, I want to have it. Now this is tendency, samskara. I had eaten few times or once that made me like that is what is I have eaten, the karma phala is there, action, reaction, action and reaction. It creates action and reaction and a tendency to do it again, called vasana and karma phala. Pandit is telling that samskara. Master, the Vijnani always sees God. That is why he is so indifferent about the world. His eyes are penetrating like X-ray. X-ray light doesn't take the body picture. ordinary cameras, they take this picture of the body, the X-rays, take the photo of your bones, which is within the body. The Jnani's Jnani reasons about the world through the process of neti neti. Master, again I will read that. Pundit is telling that is called samskara, master. The Vijnani always sees God. That is why he is so indifferent to the world. His eyes are penetrating like X-ray eyes. It sees God in everyone, which is inner content of the every being, living being. World. He sees God even with eyes open. One way is to turn inward and go and try to see God. One is with open eyes seeing God. He sees with open eyes. And last reaches the eternal and indivisible Satchidananda. He sees God even with open eyes. Sometimes he comes down to the Leela from Nitya and sometimes goes from Nitya to Leela. The whole universe is Leela. In that Leela, another Leela, if you takes a body as avatara. Now, this Leela, from sometimes he will be dwelling on this world as the manifestation of God, a playground of God, a divine play going on. Sometimes he enters into the transcendental realm, experience himself the ocean of bliss. From Nitya to Leela, Leela to Nitya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.